Welcome, everyone, to Houston, Texas, home to the Rice Owls, and we've been looking forward to this game all week long. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a squad from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Snags it quickly on the left.
Then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's McMillan. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're not thinking three. They want the touchdown, and here they come going for it on 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Fitted in the window for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Pulls it in, it's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Quickly to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't, keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Here's a heat. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab. It's Barry. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come.
Rice rushes to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
And the Owls are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And he reels it in inside the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
Scores on the sneak.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's McMillan. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The give to the lone running back. Turning it on! At the 20. Touchdown Owls! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, the first meeting between Iowa and Iowa State happened back in 1894, but they've only awarded the actual Cy-Hawk trophy since 1977. Here's how today's game went down. Iowa looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Hawkeyes. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's McMillan. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnett. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barry. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Corners are going to bail. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Great place to start for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Eakin. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to... eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago. Throw in another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Rice.
Quarterback empties his backfield. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Eakin. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Coming out with it, it's Barnett. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They'll try the run. Showing off the arm. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback extends the play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
Vanderbilt, 17.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He makes the grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good...
There he goes to the left. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vandy.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to the covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught, close to the marker, it's Eakin. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He uncorks one deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touch.
Touchdown, Owls! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barnett. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
Looking downfield, it's McMillan. That's caught. It's Kelly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. On the move at the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, and he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, the sweet feet. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown doors! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Fires left. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Tosses it incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Touchdown. Oh, they've got the lead here in the 4th.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, and you keep finding them.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Kent State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. With the catch, it's Barnett. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
The Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Barry. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Commodores. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Rides to back and leaves it. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now on the move. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
The Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. back to pass. It's on target and complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. To the air, it's McMillan. Got it in the middle, it's Thurman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Gonna take a shot. He's got it up to 30. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.